Hello everybody and welcome back to the Youth Academy Guiseley save, and this looks a little bit different, doesn't it? Because my wife accidentally broke my green screen, so I've ordered another one. It should be here in a couple of days, and you've got to put up with my actual background. Sorry about that. You've got to put up with certificates and a beer fridge and a big D. That sounds disgusting. And a golf trophy. There you go. There's my golf and my golf clubs. Nicely done. Let's dive into it. It's youth intake day. But before we get into the youth intake that have joined us in season 12, let's look at the table because we are third. It's very nice indeed. 8 points off top, Exeter City are top, but we have a game in hand because our game against Woking recently got postponed due to a waterlogged pitch. So that's all been postponed. A game in hand, so we could be... What's that, like 3 points off? No, 5 points off. Maths is terrible. 5 points off Exeter City, but a win would see us go above Chesterfield and just sort of cement that automatic promotion spot into League One, which would be amazing. So we'd be on 75, Crew would be on 70, and it would be interesting. We're very capable of going on a terrible run and dropping into the playoffs or even out of the playoffs. I think we saw that last year. We were doing very well, and then it all went a little bit wrong. But for now, we are in a very good position, to be fair, and the recovery from our big low point has been phenomenal, to be honest. We were last together for... Where are we last together? We were last together... We lost to Bristol Rovers, I want to say. So when was that? Bristol Rovers was there. So January, 6th of January. So I just want to go back to this. So 6th of January will be around... That's 20th, 6th of January. There we go. So we lost to Bristol Rovers there, and ever since, the run of form has been absolutely incredible. Climbing us up to second, still not got back to top spot yet, but up to second, down to third, up to second. So we're having a really good charge to the end of the season, and there's not many games to go, and we are in a fantastic spot at the moment. But looking at the squad then, goals are coming from Allpress. He has found his form, and he is back scoring goals. 15 for the season so far, 10 for Cameron Thorpe, and then it drops off. 5 for Rocket and Priestnall, 4 for Will Jones, 4 for Tarmi, 3 for Stevens, 3 for Danny Adams, 2 for Sivas Nicolau, who really hasn't taken his opportunities in the first team since we were in the last episode. Stephen Harris with 2. And Lewis Salt with 2 as well. Assist-wise, 7 for Salt, 6 for Tim Rocket, 6 for Tarmi, 5 for Jordan, 4 for Allpress and Harris in there as well. Our best player over the whole season so far is Malik Priestnall, who is still doing a fantastic job at centre-back. And he's 24 now. He's been at the club for a long time, and he had one season basically not in the starting 11 and then got promoted and has never looked back. He has been better and better and better as we've gone up the divisions, as he's got older. He's nearly reached his full potential, but when he's playing like that and he gets one of the highest average ratings of the whole season, you've just got to be impressed, haven't you? You've got to be impressed that he keeps on doing it, which is really good. Into the schedule, as you can see, the run has been pretty phenomenal. That loss to Bristol Rovers inspired us to a 3-1 win over Southend, 2-0 win over Crewe, a 1-0 win over Portsmouth, where Georgios did play against his former team. Mansfield, we drew 3-3 in a bit of an epic in that one. Halifax Town, we beat our rivals 4-2. Talon Allpress getting a hat-trick in that. Grimsby Town, 2-0 win. We drew 1-1 with Ebbsfleet. Beat Chesterfield 2-1, beat Bromley 3-2, lost to Carlisle 2-1, which was a little bit irritating. Beat Leyton Orient 3-2 with a 96th minute winner from Savas Nicolau, who scored in the 89th and 96th minute. That's all he's pretty much done for us. Rochdale 0-0, and we've just beaten Tranmere 1-0 with a Taron Allpress goal. To end the season, we've got Woking, Swindon, Preston, Burton Albion, Walsall and Morecambe. And we've got a bit of money from Morecambe because they have avoided relegation in League 2, which means Brooklyn Christie's payout of £15,000 has come into our pockets. And that's not the only money that's come in, because if we go and have a look at transfers, transfer history, you'll see here, this is release players. I'll tell you what I was doing here. I was making sure everyone was on the shortlist so we can keep an eye on where they go. But Liam Brown has moved. He kicked up a right stink about a contract. Couldn't agree a new one. We weren't going to pay him something like £600 a week he wanted. We put him on the transfer list. Preston came in straight away, £33,000. They're giving him £450 a week. And he has moved to stay in League 2. He's moved to Preston, 33k. I imagine he'll probably get loaned out It could rise to 33k. So yeah, that was pretty standard, that one. It was 33k, a Ranger friendly, and 25% of the next sell-on fee, which I'm not delighted with because he was playing relatively well when he got a game for us, but it's 33k for someone that wanted to leave the club at the end of the day and ultimately isn't brilliant. He did have some good playmaking attributes, but ultimately wasn't incredible, and we are still in a situation where any money is helpful. So Liam Brown has left. It does mean, though, that we've called back 2 loanees. Graham O'Brien, we've called back on loan in January to help fill the gap in central midfield. And we are giving opportunities to Steve Bonner. He is a 3-star current ability player already, which is really good. Slightly, we're not playing him as a winger. We're playing him in the centre here. We're actually playing him down here or in attacking midfield. But slightly different to Liam Brown. Not really a playmaker, more of an industrious central midfielder. But we'll have to see how he gets on. He's had a couple of appearances here and there, 8 games so far in the league, 6.7. So not bad. There is room to grow as he's only 19, which is very nice to see. But that is it in terms of the transfer news. I don't think there's much. Oh no, there was one more thing we wanted to look at. Clauses. Liam Nicholson, who is one of the youngsters that was poached from our youth academy, is still at Chesterfield. He signed a professional contract. We could sell all of these clauses for 3.96k for each clause. I think we're going to do that because I don't think he's going to amount to much. He's got a youth contract at the club. I think we sell all of these clauses because, don't show me that again, because we need the money. And I don't think he's ever going to make 100 appearances for Chesterfield. So we'll definitely get all of those in because, yeah, that's fine. At Barkway, we might do the same when he gets there. Liam Brown, yeah, we got a friendly against them and 25% of the profit. Brooklyn Christie, 10k after another 5 league appearances, another 10k after 10 league appearances, and 25% of the profit if he is sold. Georgios. Portsmouth are going to have a friendly with us next year. We're going to have 20k after 2 league appearances. So he's been getting some games for Portsmouth. 25% of the profit made in his next transfer will be owed to us. 15k if Portsmouth gain promotion from League 2, which doesn't look very likely this season. And we're owed another 5k in instalments in July, which will be quite helpful. And Tony Hogan, we're going to get 50k after another 2 international appearances, which will be massive for us. That'll be huge. 25% of his next transfer will come to us and will be due 15k if Bradford City avoid relegation from League 1. They're not currently in League 1, so they need to go back up and he still needs to be there for that to happen. But they have actually sent him out on loan to Stevenage, which is a little bit of a disappointment. He was struggling to perform well for them, but as long as he's playing for Montserrat, we're going to be all right because that will get us our bonus in terms of international appearances, which is pretty good. So that's all the news. Let's go and have a look at our youth intake. Here we are then. Whisper it quietly. This could be a so-called golden generation with the wonderfully named Desardo Marquez, the diamond in a very strong group of players. So we have 2 elite talents, Desardo Marquez and Scott Mullin. You could not get 2 different names further apart, which is amazing. Top talents, David Hook, James Douglas, Graham Cox, Tyler Jenkins, Peter Morgan, Georgios Efasathu. We've got another Georgios. I mean, straight away, he's going to get a nickname of Georgios. Georgios the second he's going to be. Misk, set nickname, Georgios 2. There we go. Georgios 2, Amari Brown, Musa Bangura from Sierra Leone, which is cool. And then good talents, we have Brenton Liversedge, Nenad Vardy, American Patrick Kaminsky, Ewan Tudor, Slovak, interesting, Lubomir Griger, and then a decent talent of Jonathan Newman in goal, which is interesting. So starting with Jonathan Newman, half a star current ability, 2-star potential. He is really good at handling a cross. 6'1", not bad, born in Harrogate. He's got a casual personality, likes to wind up opponent, good jumping reach, balance is good. He's really not going to do very much, is he? He's really not going to do very much for us. He is pretty pants. Yeah. Probably not even going to get a contract. We might have to give him a contract just because we don't have many goalkeepers in the under-18s, but we'll see how that goes. Right, on to the good talents. Lubomir Griger, attacking midfield left. Love a good, interesting nationality. Good bit of pace. Fairly sporting personality. 5'6", he is only 15, but 5'6". Pace 11, fitness 14, acceleration 13, determination 12. Dribbling is good, first touch is decent, crossing's okay, passing's okay. He could potentially grow into something. That concentration is very low, but we'll probably get him on rammed outer training and see how he does. But yeah, he's not dreadful, but given the fact his potential is quite low, he's 5'6", and he doesn't look like he's going to do much. Not sure about a contract for Lubomir. Let's have a look at Ewan Tudor, centre-back. Now, centre-backs I feel like could be better than their attributes, but probably not this guy. Jumping reach 8 and strength 6 is awful. Heading 6, marking 7. Good tackling. Concentration's not bad at 10 already. Bravery 10. He strikes me more as a holding midfielder. He's got the work rate and the teamwork. I think a ball-winning midfielder is what we're going to train you as up, lad, and see how you do with that one. Balanced personality, outspoken in the media, which is a little bit of a concern. I think you want evasive. Is that the best media handling? Again, let me know in the comments. I know you've probably posted it before, all you lovely people out there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure personality-wise, media handling, you want evasive, I think, is the best one. But yeah, let me know down below. Maybe something for you and Tudor in the future. Who knows? Right, the American Patrick Kaminsky, and even before clicking on him at 1.5 stars and being an American and being a wing back, I'm going to say he's going to have great stamina, he's going to have fitness, and he's going to be quite a physical player. So Patrick Kaminsky, natural fitness 18, jumping reach 14, acceleration 13, determination 15, teamwork 14, tackling 12. You, my friend, could be a right back. 6'5". Oh my word. Yes, I think you're going to get a contract and be a right back, I think. I do think that is quite key. And he could be coming forward for corners. I'll tell you that right now. He definitely could be chucked up for corners if he becomes a starting right back for us at some point. Or even in a cup game if we put him on. And resolute personality is amazing as well. That's really good. Yeah, this guy with a bit of work could turn into something pretty useful, Patrick Kaminsky. One, it's an American, which is an awesome nationality to get in Guiseley. But yeah, intrigued by that. A right back. Okay, now an actual right back. Nenad Vardy. Right back, right wing back, left wing back. Nenad Vardy, 1-star current ability. And this is the problem, right? Coming from someone who was a physical specimen to now Nenad Vardy is a little bit of a shock, isn't it? So gets the crowd going, which is cool. Professional personality, which is good. Again, he might well get a contract to see what he can offer in the under-18s and go from there. But given the fact he's probably going to be competing with Kaminsky, not sure. Not sure of that. We will update all the faces as well after the episode. So when you come back for the final game of the season, they will all have proper faces. And yeah, we're doing good concentration as well. What was Kaminsky's? I got sort of drawn in by Kaminsky's physical stats. Concentration 9, decisions 8. If we can work on those, that would be very, very helpful indeed. Right, last one of the good talents then. Brenton Liversedge. I mean, he shouldn't get a contract because I'm struggling to say his name. Midfield centre as a Mazzala. Natural fitness is good. Acceleration's good. Bravery, determination, teamwork's good. Can't really pass. Can't really shoot. Can't really have a first touch. Can't dribble. It's not looking good for you, mate. It's annoying because to be that determined, I mean, concentration 4, decisions 8 isn't. Vision and work rate, nah, he's rubbish. He's rubbish. Next, we'll get off him. That is all the good talents. Right, the right winger, Musa Bangura from Sierra Leone. Okay, interesting. Moves ball to the right foot before dribble attempt. Fairly determined, but media handling, volatile, media friendly, confrontational. So he loves speaking to the media and causing a fuss. Interesting. Pace 12, acceleration 12, agility 13, fitness, natural fitness 13. That's all pretty good. Aggression 15. Interesting. Decision 6 needs to go up. Concentration 3 needs to go up. Determination is very good. Flair's decent. Technique. First touch needs better, but he can cross. It's going to be interesting to see how many of these youth players come through, and are we then going to have to adapt our tactic to play with actual wingers? And I will say this. I'm more inclined to play natural wingers if we ever get a striker who is a bit more like a target man. My problem at the moment is that we have strikers with pace, so allowing people to come in and funnel him next to him and get the wing backs up is a much better way to play, which is what we're doing at the moment. But yeah, I'm not against changing systems if certain players come through and look good. But that was Musa Bangura. Next up, Omari Brown, 1.5 stars. And not bad, actually. Another winger, right or left, so can play inverted as well, which we like to see. Let's look at him as an inverted winger to start with. Resolute again, level-headed in the media, 5'9", 15 years old. Pace is very good. Balance, natural fitness, determination, flair, technique and crossing is good. Yeah, an inverted winger might suit him in our system. We need to work on his off the ball. Definitely to get his concentration decisions up, hopefully. A bit of composure would be helpful as well. But there's, he's got lots of time to progress. He's on the better side of the people we've looked at. He's going to be probably playing for Antigua and Barbuda at some point as well, which is awesome, isn't it? Right, that was Omari Brown. Next up, Georgios II. He's got a lot to live up to with the first Georgios. And it's not dreadful as a winger. Pace is good. Agility, acceleration. Really needs to work on his crossing and dribbling if he's going to whip those balls in from that side. Or we put him out here as an inverted winger or something like that. But yeah, not bad. He'll work on his physicals. They'll get better. Strength 2 is a bit shocking. 5'9". Unambitious and unflappable in the media. Aggression 11. Teamwork 12. I mean, hopefully he'll be okay, won't he? Hopefully it'll work out for him. But Georgios II is not looking as good as Georgios I. So we'll have a look at that one. Peter Morgan, left back, 1.5 stars. It's just when you get a left back and you see that they don't have any pace and they can't cross or dribble, it's very disappointing. But spirited personality, brave, he's aggressive, determined, good positioning, which is crucial for defenders. Work rate 11, marking 11. He could dives into tackles, obviously, as a defender in our team. He could be something useful. He could turn into something useful, but he has to get quicker. Has to get quicker and has to get better for his offensive output. He's going to have to, but probably will get a contract for at least a season, or the youth contract anyway, on £5 a week. Tyler Jenkins, attacking midfield centre, 1-star current ability. And, I'm drawn in by the yellow. Definitely. But advanced playmaker, passing 10, not bad. Decisions 9, we need to get that up. He is lacking the pace to do anything other than playmaking, really. Dribbling 8, free kick taking 11, that's good because we really need free kick takers and penalty takers. We really need in this squad. Technique 13, work rate's good, vision's good, teamwork's good, leadership, flair. Yeah, there's things to work with. There's definitely things to work with here. Unbelievable. Given that he's only 1-star current ability. Okay, another Welshman, Jenkins. Tyler Jenkins could be an option for us. Right, next up, Graham Cox, 1-star midfield centre. Again, I think he's pretty decent. Passing 12, decisions 11, determination 14, bravery 17, aggression 13, first touch 12, free kick taking 12, technique 15, vision 11. He has got playmaker written all over him. I'm thinking train him up back here, deep line playmaker, although he can't tackle. So maybe maybe we say he's never going to do any defensive work, so let's leave him up the pitch. That's probably a little bit more sensible than his advanced playmaker up there. Yep, okay. I do like Graham Cox. He looks like he's going to be doing something pretty useful. All right, striker. Currently as a poacher, so we're thinking pace and finishing. James Douglas hasn't got pace, but he has got finishing 11, composure 13, and we've seen how deadly talent all press can be with those sorts of things. Dribbling 11 is good as well. First touch would be awesome if we can get that up. Technique 14, determination 15, fitness 12. He could be very useful. He's another one that could be very useful at this sort of level. Gets crowd going, would be quite useful to rock up a bit of an atmosphere. Fairly determined and media friendly. Interesting. James Douglas could be an option. I wonder if there's a shadow striker. How far the concentration decision now? You need a bit more pace, don't you, to be a shadow striker? I mean, you need pace to be a poacher, but yeah, interesting. Okay, James Douglas doesn't look too bad. David Hook, Captain Hook, 1-star ability, current ability so far. Stamina's okay. Decisions, leadership, teamwork, work rate. I mean, high decisions is useful. Passing, marking, tackling, all okay. Crossing's 8, which is Not too bad for a 15-year-old. And ambitious, level-headed media handling. It really needs to work on his physicals. We do know they come up over time anyway. Knocks ball past opponent isn't ideal when you only have pace 7. But, yeah, interesting. I mean, a bit of mentoring, he could turn out to be pretty useful if we can get that determination up. Just that if we go behind, he doesn't completely give up straight away. But not bad. Yeah, not bad. David Hook, not bad. It's definitely better than it looks like. Maybe that's because our squad is getting stronger, that we're not getting everyone as like an elite talent anymore. But yeah, let's see. Right, Scott Mullin on the other side, left back or right back. Scott Mullin, it's all right. Crossing is really good. Balance 14, acceleration 17, pace 8, decisions 11, positioning 12, teamwork 17, work rate 15. Okay, get these technical stats up, physical and technicals, and we'll be fine. Avoid using weaker foot, so he doesn't want to use his right foot at all, and try his first time shots, which is always nice for a left back. Well, I assume he thinks he's Roberto Carlos, but yeah, shooting from left back position. But yeah, not bad. Fickle personality. We'll try and get that trained out of him, or mentored out of him, which would be quite useful. Media friendly again, but an enthusiastic fullback. Not bad, Scott Mullin. And then we come to the absolute diamond in a very strong group of players, as it was described in the intro. Desardo Marquez, who must have some sort of Latin American like heritage in there somewhere. 1.5 stars, potentially 4.5 stars, although Scott Mullin actually has a higher potential. But Desardo Marquez, right winger, attack midfield right, striker. Desardo Marquez, not too bad. Completely right-footed, 5'6". He's English and Spanish. Okay, a little bit of sort of Latin American feel, isn't it, Spain? But needs to work on his pace, but acceleration's good, balance is good, fitness is good, stamina's good, flair, leadership, aggression. Get that crossing and dribbling up, get the passing up. I'm hoping that he'll get, with game time, he'll do well. Arrived late in opponents' area is interesting. We've not had anyone with that yet, and we are playing a system that we quite like to get the ball forward and get people into the box. But we'll see about that. Knocks ball past opponent. I think with his acceleration, that's not a bad trait to have at the moment. But yeah, Desardo Marquez was apparently the best one. I think I'm more excited by Patrick Kaminsky. I feel like Patrick Kaminsky at 6'5" with physical attributes, and he's got acceleration. Yeah, we need to work on his technical abilities, but I think after a season or two, he may be our right back. I'm very interested to keep an eye on him. USA, Poland and English. That's awesome. Absolutely love it. Resolute as well. I think he's my favourite from this intake. I do think he is. I think maybe... Who was the other one? Was it Tyler Jenkins? Looked really useful as well. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know down below. Who do you think out of all of those people, all of these youngsters coming through, is going to be maybe not the pick of the bunch, but who's your favourite? Who's your favourite one that you think definitely deserves a contract and a go in the under-18s next season and could potentially be flirting with the senior team? Who knows what's going to happen over the summer? But yeah, there we go. That is the youth intake. We've got all of these bits of news because it's about us buying the clause, which is good. Finances-wise, completely in the mud, 1.1 million. What I will say is that it's not quite as bad as it looks, right? The season starts in... what, June, July, even if we said August, we were already 650, in August 2034, let's say that's the beginning of this season, we were already 655k in debt. So it's only another 500k that's actually gone on, which sounds dreadful. But if you look at between August 2033, which was 311,000, to its peak here, 888, it's about 550 as well. So it's the same, pretty much. It's the same. Profit and loss this month. So this profit and loss this season, we have actually lost more money than last season. But look how well we're doing in the table. It's lovely. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's brilliant. And the board are happy. They're not too fussed. We've still got work towards repairing the club's financial damage, but that'll happen as we go up the leagues. It's totally fine. Totally fine. We keep asking for an under-21s team. They keep saying no. We keep asking to make sure youth recruitment and coaching is the best. They keep saying no. But yeah, it's all going okay. There's not much more we can do. We're playing well. The supporters are still pissed off. C+. Brilliant. That is definitely a bug. They need to fix that. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there. We'll be back for the final game of the season against Morecambe, where we'll be deciding if we'll find out then, hopefully, if we're in the playoffs, in the automatic promotion spots, champions, or completely out of the running because we have a terrible end to the season. But actually, with 4 home games in our last 6, I'm feeling pretty confident of getting at least a playoff spot. So we'll be back for that game against Morecambe, and I'll catch you then for the end of Season 12. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you in the next one. Cheers.